Recently, Paul George joined the Philadelphia 76ers via free agency to form a team with Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. But before him, there was another player that was expected to be the third option on the team. His name is Tobias Harris, a 6'7" power forward that is honestly a good player. He can create off the dribble, finish at the rim, and can spot up. You'd think he'd be a great fit next to these guys. Well, yeah, he mostly is. If you guys recall, at one point the 76ers had Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris, and between the two, they chose to pay Tobias and let Jimmy leave, a decision they will later regret. Why is that? Looking at Tobias's game, he seems perfect at the 4 with the skill set I mentioned. He looked like he could have made at least one All-Star appearance. He improved every year on the 76ers and got to be a pretty efficient player. They even paid him big time, so what was his actual performance when they needed him the most? 2023 playoffs, when they lost to the Celtics on the second round, he averaged 15 points per game with 52% shooting from the field and looked like that third option. In this year's playoffs, he averaged 9 points. Yikes. This is a story of a lot of players. They have this upside teams like but don't tap into it. This playoffs, Tobias, as a third best player on a championship contender, can be averaging 9 points. So it makes sense the 76ers had to let him go on free agency. Instead of the third option, they got a player that can be their second and sometimes their first option behind Joel. And boy did they get lucky with this one. Paul George is an upgrade over Tobias in every way. He can be a secondary ball handler and run the pick and roll like a 6'8" guard. Not to the same level of, but a bit like they had with James Harden. Can defend multiple positions. Overall a better shooter, averaging 41% from 3 last season. A perfect fit for every team. The 76ers are fortunate to get him. It remains to be seen if they can all stay healthy for the playoffs. This is pretty much what derailed the Clippers year after year. Having Kawhi and PG and a very solid team didn't help you if you can't stay on the court. Besides health, the biggest thing is the coaching. Talking about you, Nick Nurse, Doc Rivers isn't around anymore, so you can all breathe and expect him to do the best with what he has. But there's also isn't a scapegoat to blame on from now on when things go south. He has a lot going on for it next year. Joel Embiid with PG, Tyrese Maxey, they will probably start Kelly Oubre, got Andre Drummond as a solid backup, Kyle Lowry, Reggie Jackson, which I think is super underrated, a promising rookie point guard in Jared McCain, even though they are stacked in this position. So, another first round or second round exit for the 76ers next year? Will they be able to go over the hump? Can they really challenge the Celtics? Let me know your thoughts and I'll see you on the next one.